So this is the extension I promised you. If you didn't see the first video, check out this link right here. But this panel over here on the right-hand side is my Claude AI built custom CMS for my static HTML website. Now, normally, if you have a static HTML website, it's hard to edit. You have to download a file or keep a file on your computer to make edits and upload the new file all the time. Well, this Chrome extension allows me to do this much easier than that. I didn't buy this tool. Buying never even crossed my mind. And some quick context, if you're new, Claude Code built this entire website for me for $0 a month. The only thing I had to pay for was my domain name. By the end of this video, you'll see why building it myself is the default for me moving forward. So why I didn't buy a CMS for my static hosted website? There are Git-based CMS tools that exist. There's a whole category of tools out there, but buying never crossed my mind. The reason is most of the software I buy, I end up disliking. It just almost fits, and then I end up hacking around with somebody else's assumptions about how I'm using their software, and I get to pay them monthly for that privilege. So here is the freelance math. Every subscription is a permanent drain on a small company. Roughly half of paid SaaS licenses never even get used, and prices creep up just a little bit more every year. SaaS made sense when custom software was so expensive to build and was risky to own, but Claude Code has just changed both halves of that equation. In case we haven't met, my name is Andy, and I help small businesses adapt AI into their business. Since 2019, I have over 1,100 hours of one-on-one calls building solutions for small businesses. Most recently, in the last couple years, that has also included Claude AI. It's the most aggressive customer research I've ever done. It just kind of happened as a side effect of meeting with so many business owners, and it's been valuable to my business and how I help clients. Okay, let's jump into the tour. So let me show you around a little bit. I've got the extension. I'm going to click on the icon. It's going to open over here on the right-hand side. This is a side panel extension for Chrome, and it automatically loads the fields that match this page because there is something called schema behind this page. So the schema gets read by the Chrome extension, and so it knows there's an eyebrow text and a hero line and an intro line under the hero. This image you see is the same one here. So it reads the schema of this page, adjusts to that, and builds the form. Now, if we jump over here to another site I have that also uses this, this is actually a web server hosted, not GitHub hosted, but it also works here. So you can see these fields changed when we went to this page. And it even supports repeatable lists. So for example, I have these 4 cards right here. If I scroll down in the hero sub row, you can see here are those 4 cards. And I can get rid of one of those and it disappears. I'm going to discard that change. Then I'm going to go down here and I'm going to move this no list up 1 spot. And you can see now it's 3rd and this is 4th. This site, when you hit save, it's almost instantaneous because this is writing directly to the FTP folder for this page. And in just a few seconds, I can update the page. On my website here, this works a little bit differently because I'm using GitHub and Cloudflare for free hosting. It takes a little bit of time for the worker to run that through into GitHub and do a pull request and then push that into Cloudflare by clearing the cache. So this takes a little bit longer, but I'm going to go here and I'm going to edit this headline. So it says the best AI opportunity finder. I want to take best out of there. So I'm going to delete that. And you notice here, it previewed it live. Best is gone from that headline. So then I'm going to hit save changes and it's going to deploy automatically. The other thing I built into this, and this is not just a static HTML site issue, but this is kind of a general site issue. When I hand a website over to a client or when I'm managing it, there's certain sizes we want the images to be so they fit into the allotted spot. Let's say I go download a stock image and it's 16 megabytes. Well, I would never want to upload that to my website. What I can do is I can upload that 16 megabyte file right here, and I'm using a service called ImageKit. And so ImageKit actually resizes it exactly to the proportions we want and the pixel size we want. It focuses in on the subject. In this case, it focused in on the face of this business owner, and it optimizes it for web. So this will automatically get shrunk down from a great big file. So I have all of that actually built into the backend. It's making an API call and retrieving that image back once it's shrunken down. So it just makes managing this site super easy and seamless when I can just throw any image up there as long as it's bigger than what I want, and it will get cropped and focused in and optimized. So this particular page we're on is kind of a blog-ish page for me. I'm actually putting a Learn AI section on my site, and I will be publishing the things that I know and learn along the way about AI, and just giving it away for free. One of the things is this kind of has the header layout and the everything there, but then it has this article, which again is more like a blog. So right down here, this one's a little bit different. This actually is in the Markdown format. If you're not familiar with Markdown, it is a way of easily writing text that has structure in it. Right here, this one prompt, 5 questions, that is an H2. And you can see right here, we have 2 hashes in front of it and a space. So I can actually edit this more like an article. It's pretty easy to edit once you kind of learn some things about it. And this turns into this when it's rendered out through Cloudflare. And so this is a great way to edit. I can copy and paste this out, go put it into a Markdown editor, make bulk edits or mass edits or whatever, and then come back and paste it back in. Or if I'm adding content and I'm using Claude to help me with that content, AI LLMs are going to output that to you as Markdown. So you can simply just copy that and paste it into here once you've generated it and once you've edited it and made it your own and with your own voice. You can even put code in here. So that's code that can be copied. This is a prompt I'm giving away and some information about how to use that prompt. This can be used for more of a blog style approach, and I could edit my homepage with it very easily. Okay, I hear the naysayers out there, and congratulations, you didn't buy a CMS, you built a maintenance trap. Now that you have a custom code editor, you'll have to maintain it forever. You didn't save work, you signed up for a second job. Here's my answer to that. It is generic by design. You saw it works on multiple sites. As long as a site is built with the right style of schema, it can read that site and make edits on that site based on how the site is set up. One of those sites we used it on was GitHub hosted. The other was hosted on a basic PHP web server. And the reality is things are changing. The maintenance trap rule assumed that only the original developer can maintain custom code. Any client I hand this to can drop this into Claude Code or ChatGPT and make updates to it as they want to. AI has made custom software safe to own at this point. Here's the takeaway. Build first used to be reckless. With AI, it's the rational default. Every tool you build is one subscription you may not have to pay for. I want to share one more thing, and that is, but part of how I got here is I learned something about AI. And what that was is I need to always ask for more. So if I build something and I'm like, this is pretty cool, I need to ask for more. I need to do more. I used to build little trinket Chrome extensions that, they're on the Chrome store and you can go download them. But in reality, they're pretty simple and they don't do much. And I begin to ask for more out of Claude for Chrome extensions. And now I'm building Chrome extensions that can do some really amazing things because I kept asking for more. And I want to help you ask for more from Claude. Some people try Claude and they get a bland answer and they decide AI is overrated. I've got no use for it. Other people get work-ready stuff done in their own voice every time. The difference is almost never the tool. It's a handful of things you can do when you're asking Claude to do work for you. And I've put 10 of those into a PDF and on this landing page that I'm giving to you free. No email, no form to fill out. It's just part of the library I'm offering to my YouTube subscribers and clients. It's called 10 Ways to Get More Out of Claude. And it's just 10 ways to prompt more, to ask more, to get to that next step and that next step and that next step to where you get down the road of your AI journey faster and with better results than you are now. None of these are technical. None of them are actually very long. And every one of those works in a normal chat at Claude AI. There's no setup. You can use the ones that fit, ignore the rest, and watch your results get noticeably better as you are chatting with Claude. It's a free download. The link's in the description. You can grab it and try a couple of these today. If you do, leave me a comment on how they worked for you and how it helps you get more from AI. Thank you for watching this video. Have a great week, and I'll see you next time.